So what we wanted to look at today was how do we fulfill the needs of the service users, but also the teams and staff, the frontline staff. So we did levels of engagement with that. We spent 6 months engaging with staff, understanding those problems, and then looking at, well, what's the programme that we developed to deliver on that, and what's the strategy behind all of that. So we outlined that. We've got a digital strategy that's got 3 themes: inform, digitise and connect. And outside of that, then we have another 15 sections of that then look at some of the specifics. And then with that in mind, we then say, okay, well, what are the products that we might need? So products from Access Group, products from other people. What do we need to build internally, and how do we bring all of that together with our teams? So there's levels of integration, there's a level of bespoke build, and we need to consider all of that as part of our strategy, because what we're aiming to do really is give the best possible care, but also reduce the burden on staff. That's a massive thing for us really, is to understand back office processes, how do we simplify those, how do we digitise some of those, but then, you know, when we have our specialist areas that we have, you know, how do we have a system there but integrate that into a core platform? So I think that's a big part of what the strategy is, a big part of what we're trying to achieve as we deliver on it. Okay, so looking forward in terms of what comes next. So a big part of that, I touched on it in terms of the frontline digitisation piece, and we've developed a programme around that called our Digital Capability Framework Programme. And what that looks like really in the next couple of years is where do we need to invest to make our systems more mature digitally. So again, a big part of that is some level of convergence between all the different systems that we have. So we need to address that, we need to look at that. We need to look at those integration pieces that will create that longitudinal record of a patient's needs and how we deliver that care. And then I think it's about the adoption of that. So how do we make sure that we are adopting the things that we're either purchasing or implementing or integrating? There's a big level of training, but then rollout and support to make sure that that is embedded within the trust really, and within the frontline staff to deliver on that. So I think a big part of it is that maturity and making sure that systems and people are mature in what they're doing, meaning that, you know, time to care is released and then people can deliver better care. Yeah, so integration is a big part of everything that we're doing really. Largely because we are a big trust. You know, we've got 12,000 staff and a massive population to deliver care to. So we can't always have one system that does everything. We deliver a lot of specialist services like dental or sexual health and things like that really, and each of those need their own system within their own right. So a big part of what we need to do is integrate those systems. So whether that's the systems talking to each other or whether that's a central system. So for example, we've got a central system that's a bit of a business continuity platform. We're also a shared care record as well. And integration's big because we need to get information out of those systems and information into those systems. Again, when we think about the longitudinal record and bringing everything together, you could try and say one system is all we need, but we know that's not practical. So therefore we have to have levels of integration that bring all of that together.